Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is Ijoma here, and in today's video we're going to learn how to make this beautiful dress. It is a short flare dress with an asymmetric neckline. You can call it a one shoulder neckline. So this dress has just one sleeve and it has just one shoulder, so it is very simple to make. We are going to learn how to cut and how to sew this. For this dress I used just 2 yards of fabric, or if you are a plus size person you should buy at least 2.5 or 3 yards. 3 yards should be very enough for you because of the sleeve. So here is the fabric that I'll be using. This is a thick chiffon fabric, and I told you guys that I have 2 yards here. I have my chalk, my tape, my scissors, and my ruler. The first thing that we are going to do is that we will fold out our fabric. I wanted to cut the front and the back once, but I noticed that it may be complicated, so I decided to cut it one by one. So I'll fold the fabric for the front first of all, then I'll fold for the back. So for the front, we are going to be folding a triangular flare. You can see the way I folded this fabric right now. I am trying to get a triangle. This is not an A-line dress, it is a triangular flare. So I'll take my time and arrange the flare very well. And if you are folding, please, your flare should not be too big, because we need this dress to be fitted around the upper bust area or around the armhole area. So if you are folding this flare, it should be moderate. From the top of the triangle, I'll come down by 12 or 13 inches, and this line now will be very enough for me. So I'll go ahead and mark a straight line there, and from this line, I'll start taking my shoulder, my neckline, my armhole measurement. So after marking this line, I will go ahead and take my neckline measurement. I will do 3 by 3. The width will be 3 inches, the depth will be 3 inches. Then I will go ahead and connect. Mark 3 by 3 now. For now, mark 3 by 3. Then measure your shoulder with your allowance. Then after doing that, you will get your chest line or your armhole line. So from the shoulder to my chest line is 8 inches. I want to use 8 inches. Then remember to mark your shoulder slant. Then I'll place my 8 inches, and that will be my chest line. This is where our neckline will stop at. You know, the shoulder started from one shoulder and then ended at the chest line of the other side. So right now, I'll curve the armhole for now. We'll curve the armhole for now. Then after doing this, I will cut out my neckline, my shoulder, my armhole, so that this tutorial will be very clear. So I'll cut out my neckline, my shoulder slants, and my armhole so that we can understand the rest of the tutorial. This is my neckline, my shoulder slant, and then my armhole. So after cutting this out, I will start taking the full length of the gown from here. So from the shoulder, I will take the full length. But before I do that, I'll get my bust point. From my shoulder to my bust point is 10 inches. Then at that 10 inches, I'll take my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Take your bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch, so that the one shoulder or the off shoulder area will be very fitted around your bust. Then I marked my full length. I want the full length of this gown to be 35 inches plus 1 inch for seam allowance, that is 36. So after marking my 36 inches, I will connect the lines. Then from the area where I took my bust measurement, I will connect down to the full length of this gown. I'm done connecting the flare at the down part. Then from the area where I took my bust, I will slant my line. Measure your bust, please. Divide it by 4 plus 1 inch for seam allowance. Then from there, I will cut out my gown, and this is just the front part. So using this front part, I will cut the back. After cutting this front, I will open up the piece so that we can see what we have here. So looking at this, you can see that we have our normal neckline, our normal armhole, and everything. I am going to slant towards the side that I want my slant to be at. So I want it to be at the left side. I slanted from one neckline to one armhole. From one neckline to one armhole. You can see how my slant looks. So that is how you are going to slant it. From one neckline to one armhole. You can see our one shoulder is there already. Then using this, I will cut out the back piece. So when I'm cutting the back piece, I will not fold my fabric. I don't have to fold my fabric so that I will not make any mistake. Right now we have only one shoulder. So this is the fabric for the back, and I'm going to place my front piece on this back piece. And when you are placing your fabric, the right side of the front should be facing the right side of the back. Like the right side of the fabric should be facing the other right side, so that you will not make any mistake. Do not cut this back on fold to avoid mistakes. Please, I repeat, do not cut your back on fold so that you can get your slant. Your slants will be at one side. So right now I'll go ahead and cut off the neckline, the side, the full length, the armhole, and that will be all for the back. So after cutting it, it will be very, very easy to sew. This dress is really easy to sew. So after cutting that, I'll go ahead and cut my full length. This is my full length. So I am done cutting out the back. Right now I'll pin them together. I'll pin the shoulder and the side. It is very easy. If you are joining this, just join your shoulder, turn your neckline with your bias, and then shape the side and hem the full length. So that is all for now. After pinning, I will cut out my sleeve. So this dress has just one sleeve. Remember, we are cutting out just one sleeve for our dress, and it is a flare sleeve. So this is the fabric that I have left. I'll go ahead and trim off the rough sides. Then after trimming off the rough side, we are going to fold a triangular flare as well. The sleeve is a flare sleeve. So this is the fabric that I'll be using. I'll go ahead and fold a triangular flare. So I'll fold my triangular flare. You can see the shape I have right there. Then from the top of this fabric, I'll make my armhole shape. I'll just curve my armhole. You can see what I'm cutting out now. Then from that center, you will now take the full length of your sleeve. The full length of this sleeve is 30 inches. It is 29 actually, plus 1 inch for seam allowance. I want it to be very long. So if you want yours to be 24, you are also free to do that. So after marking my 30 inches line, I will connect, and after connecting, I will cut out the full length and the side of this sleeve. So this sleeve is free. You don't have to take any side measurements. This is the side of the sleeve, and then I will cut out the full length. So this is what we have right now. We just need one sleeve, and this is my sleeve. If I open it up, you will see the shape it has. It has this A-line or a flare shape, and this is very fine. So right now we'll start joining. I will hem the full length of this sleeve with a bias. It is very easy. I'll turn it with a bias because it has a curved hemline. Then after turning with the bias, I will shape. For the main gown, I am done joining the shoulder. So for the neckline, I will open the gown up. After joining the shoulder, open it up. Then turn the neckline with a bias. Turn your neckline with a bias before shaping the other side. The reason why I said this is because if you have any adjustment, you can easily shape from one side. So I am done turning with a bias, and I'll go ahead and shape the sides. I am done shaping the sides, and I turned the full length with a bias tape. This is very easy. So for the one armhole we have, for the one sleeve we have, I'm going to retrim my armhole a bit. Then after trimming it, I will fix my sleeve, and that will be all for this tutorial. So after fixing my sleeve, my gown came out so well. At the end of the day, this is what we have. So thank you guys for watching. Please, registration for our online courses is ongoing. We have corsets, blazer, trouser, and jumpsuits. Registration for our physical training is also ongoing. This is our academy. I'm making this video in my academy. So if you want to register, just send me a DM at Sew with Ijoma on Instagram or on Facebook. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and also click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be notified. Also like so that more soulmates can see the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all in my next video. Bye.